In this video, we are going to learn how to use the cash management. To do this, we go to Auxiliary Processes, Cash, and then Cash Management. At the moment, we have no transactions. We will now look at the configurations. First, the payment options. This can be cash, credit card, and so on. We also have the option to say which options update the cash balance. For example, cash will update the cash balance, while credit card won't. Cash is the amount we have in the laboratory. We can also configure the type of transactions. This will save us time when we are entering the transaction description. Here we will have saved the most common transactions. For example, the payment of an analysis, the purchase of coffee or any other discretionary purchase. We will now register a new transaction, in this case an analysis payment. To do this, first we press New and press Search. With the search button we can locate the request that we wish to register a payment to. After we select the request we wish, and set the transaction type as incoming, followed by the transaction class as analysis payment. Set the payment method as cash. If we wish, we can enter a description, but it is not obligatory. As we can see, the amount due is €20 and the amount tendered is €50. The program automatically tells us that the change is €30. Note, if this is the first transaction of the month, it will ask us if we wish to set the balance. In this case, we say yes and set it to €100. We now see the balance has changed, reflecting the payment. An easier way to make payment is to go to the request we want to receive the payment for and go to Patient Details and press Invoice, and from here press Cash. We can see all the details of the request and the amount due. To complete the payment, do the same as before. We can also print a receipt to give to the client to acknowledge the payment made. We will now make a purchase for coffee. Now we will return to the cash management window to see the payment reflected in the balance. Note, once a transaction has been entered, it cannot be modified, although you can undo it by entering a transaction equal to the one you entered, but with a negative amount. Another useful option is to filter those requests that haven't been paid for yet. We now go to the Request Manager, where we can filter and order the payments by various criteria. To do this, we have to select the company we want. In this case, the ones that are going to be paid directly by the patient and not the insurer. Here, only the private patients will appear. If it is paid for, it will appear in green, and red if not, and yellow if it is partially paid. We can also filter the dates you wish to consult. In this case, all those transactions since November 1st.